It was not good at all. Like
All
they
right,
went on.
whoever's listening, it was better than he's making it out to be. It wasn't mediocre. It was a good, solid recruiting class.
It
It
was
wasn't
mean.
elite. It wasn't terrible. It was a good, solid recruiting class. But
Oh my god, guys, you guys are like, I'm laughing. This is funny stuff. I mean, Tanner and Joseph are so perfectly contrast. They're like, Tanner believes something, Joseph's like, no. And Tanner's like,
I
yes. And then
I
they'll
know what
fix
I said. I mean, I kept up. I kept up with this. I mean,
all right.
I know.
Yeah, but they're in Michigan this next season. They're a very interesting team. It's hard to say whether they'll go up or down in their first year with Brady Hoke. I think they'll go up because Brady Hoke is an outstanding football coach. A big question is Denard Robinson, a pro style offense. We saw him last year with the option style of play, and he was able to just run around. He was able to rack up the yards. And do the Michigan fans expect too much again? That's another thing. What do you guys think of that?
Yeah, they're Michigan fans. They're Michigan, you know?
Yeah,
You look at that, and then they're used to success. They're one of the top power team. I mean, like one of the top big time teams in like the history of college football. They're gonna expect a. I don't know if they'll expect as much just because it's a transition year, but I still think that they're.
Well, this year, I mean, they're going to have good success. I mean, maybe next year, but this year, I
Tanner,
don't see
hold on.
much
Let me
happening.
start. Is there a difference between good success and bad success?
No, like what I
Okay,
just
because I
said,
was
but
just
they're
I
not
was
going to
just
have.
wondering
I
because you
just
said they're
said
gonna have good success.
I
I
didn't
was
think
it
I
was
said good.
confusing me.
Sorry, I'm just talking. Sorry. But they're not going to amount to much this year. But
Yeah, I give them 6, 7 wins. I do think they
yeah,
will go
I
bowling.
mean, just because they're going to go to a bowl like they did last year, play a team like they did last year. Probably they play an SEC team like if they play a team like Mississippi State was, they're gonna have that kind of game again. They're just not gonna have a great season because transitions, rebuilding. But I say they shortly, build up.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
them winning 5 games.
5 games. You don't think they'll
Yeah,
make a bowl?
I don't see them bowling this year. No.
All right, that's reasonable.
Yeah, Michigan State.
Michigan State. You go, Tanner.
Michigan State, I have them losing 3 games, winning about 9.
Joseph, what do you think about that?
Okay, Michigan State. Their whole last season, they ran off of emotion and adrenaline. They will not have the same success. Their season ended terribly with that. What was it, 52-10 loss to Alabama?
Alabama.
Yeah,
Their
we
Um,
worst
watched that
defense
from a
is
steak and
Randolph.
shake.
we did watch that from Steak and Shake. Whoever says Kirk Cousins for Heisman is on crack, but they do have an outstanding receiving core. That's what makes Kirk Cousins look good. I give him 7, 8 wins.
I gave them 8. I gave them 8 or 9ish. Like 9 is for me is stretching it,
Yeah,
but I
because
gave them 8.
they're
I have them losing against. Who do I have them losing? I have them losing against Wisconsin. I have them losing against Iowa actually, and
Okay, well, I just think
sorry.
that it's okay. I just think that Michigan State they'll be good, but I don't think that they're going to. I mean, people once you have a good season, people expect you to do super awesome the next year,
yeah,
and but then again, the way they ended last year was really, I mean,
pathetic.
it's yeah, it's like the wet blanket kind of thing. Like, oh wow,
Yeah.
uh, I mean, people expected that to be a big
Actually,
time matchup.
wait, sorry, I was looking at the wrong schedule. Sorry guys.
It's
I
okay.
have them losing. I have them losing to Notre Dame actually.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
think Notre Dame. They're getting better, and I think Notre Dame's just going to sneak up on them and win. That's just me. They play them in week 3.
Okay.
Yeah. I just don't. I mean, I see Michigan State doing pretty good. Like,
I mean, about like above average kind of thing.
Yeah, they're going to have a good season, but nothing spectacular. Nothing compared to last year.
Yeah. Um. Let me. Uh. Let's move on.
okay. See, who have we not talked about in the Legends division? Um,
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Oh yeah, Minnesota, the team that Tanner didn't know was in the Big Ten.
I thought they were in the Pac-12 for some reason, just because you never hear
Wow.
much about them.
Okay.
It's just a team that nobody pays attention to. I mean, sorry.
Well, I mean, let me see. I have Minnesota winning 4 games.
Yeah, I put right here 3-4 wins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
they're gonna win like most of their non-conference crap.
yeah,
But,
for this season, you're not sure whether they're going to go up and down. I've always thought their style of football is not fit for the Big Ten, mainly on offense because they run a spread. When you live up in Minnesota and that kind of harsh weather environment, running a spread is never good for anything because spread is a warm weather climate kind of offense. Like you need warm weather and you need to be able to grip that ball really well because when it's cold, the ball becomes really stiff, so and really hard to grip. So I do think that Minnesota, until they change how they play football, they're not going anywhere.
I only see them winning about 3 games,
Yeah, that's where we have them.
and that's
3,
gonna be
yeah.
against New Mexico State, Miami, Ohio, and North Dakota State.
You should watch out for Miami, Ohio. They're better than what people give them credit for.
Yeah, but I think Minnesota will beat them. Just
Alright.
they play USC in their season opener.
At
Interesting.
USC.
Yeah, it's at USC.
They're gonna get trounced.
Yeah, they are.
That game's on national television too. It's
Interesting.
You know,
That's
USC didn't get a bowl game. They didn't get any postseason play. They're ready for some football. They've missed it, and they're just going to go knock the doors off Minnesota. Take it out on them.
Hey, you guys want to know something awesome? Tony Dungy was the quarterback for Minnesota back in his day.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Interesting.
I didn't know that either until I read his book.
Oh, well, I might have to read his book.
Yeah, look that up, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tony
Did
Dungy.
he start, or was he just on the team?
He started.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
I mean, after a while, yeah. But
Wait, Tony
They ended
Dungy
up
was
with-
the quarterback for Minnesota?
yes,
He played safety in the NFL.
I know.
Interesting.
Like, because he was talking about how he wanted to play quarterback in the NFL, but he knew it probably wasn't going to happen, and he ended up playing safety.
Interesting.
All right, so yeah, Minnesota doing exactly as you would expect.
All right, let's move on to
Well, we've got Northwestern.
Northwestern. That's what I was about to get to.
Yeah.
I'd say Northwestern sneaking up on a few teams, but they're not going to have any. They're not going to have a great season. They're going to be kind of solid. I mean, I don't even know if you can say they're going to be solid. They're going to be mediocre.
Do you think they're going to be mediocre just because they're Northwestern?
Wait, did
though?
you say they're
No.
going to sneak up on? Oh man, that was like never mind. That contradicted itself like crazy.
I have Northwestern winning 7 or 8 games.
I have them winning 9 or 8. I mean, 9 or
What I'm
whatever.
saying is they're going to win some big games. They're going to beat some big teams.
Yeah.
That's what I meant as that, you know. But
Yeah.
you know, they're going to lose to teams that aren't that great though. That's just the kind of team Northwestern is.
Yeah, well, Dan Purse is going to continue being the perfect quarterback for that kind of system. Whether or not he loses a step from his Achilles tendon tear from the end of last season will determine if he progresses or regresses. I do think Northwestern is a dark horse for the Legends division. They have a chance to contend for the whole top
division.
spot in the Legends division. Yeah, and I do think Fitzgerald gets no respect. Larry Fitzgerald, Pat Fitzgerald gets no respect because he's one of the youngest coaches in the entire country. And I do see Northwestern 8 or 9 wins, shot at the title.
I mean, Northwestern's a tough team that's going to go and be Michigan State and Iowa, like something like that. But then they're going to end up losing to like Penn State or something like that. They're just that kind of team.
Why do you say that?
Yeah, why? Where did? Yeah, you have
Because
nothing.
of what I've seen them do in the past, and you know they've got pretty good players, but they're nothing spectacular.
Do you just say that because they're Northwestern? That's what I want to know.
No, just because of what I've seen off the past couple of seasons.
But this is a different season. This is
Yeah, but not much has changed. You know? What I'm saying, they're gonna have a good season. They're not gonna do anything spectacular. That's just what I'm saying.
okay. Well, we're gonna. I think I see Northwestern doing well. I don't see them getting.
Well, they were pretty good last year. Didn't they win 8 games?
Yeah, they won.
And if they had
No,
kept
they won
7.
7 games, my bad. But if they kept Dan Pursa, they could have had a shot at 8 or 9 games.
I
think
see
about
them
it.
winning about 8 games.
They could have. I
Okay.
think they'll be better this year.
I do too. I think they'll be better, and I think that. Saying that because of, I don't know. I feel like you're just kind of. I feel like what you're saying, Tanner, is